Welcome to Crypto Journeys, the series, where everyone's journey is different, but crypto can be for everyone. We continue to celebrate International Month, the month of May, and today we have a special guest from the United Kingdom. We are celebrating the global crypto community. Sponsored by guaccoin.org, cryptocurrency for the culture. There we go. Welcome everyone to Crypto Journeys, a series where everyone's journey is different, but crypto can be for everyone. I'm super excited to have a fantastic woman with us today as we continue to celebrate International Month. She's joining us all the way from the UK. Welcome, Lavinia Osbourne. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here and to share my story with you and to connect with you. You know, you're doing awesome stuff, and I'm
Oh,
grateful to
thank
have
you.
someone like you out there sharing our stories and helping people to just get on their journey.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. There are some questions I want to ask you, but before we dive in, please tell us a little bit about yourself. I would love for you to share a little bit about Women in Blockchain Talks, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, sure. So, I was going to say an interesting fact about me is that I'm a twin. I have a twin sister.
Okay.
I know that's not to do with crypto, but that's something that makes me unique,
All
uh,
right.
even though there's many twins in the world. But so my journey into crypto stems from my background in financial well-being and financial education and money mindfulness. And so I have a consultancy called Butterfly Wealth Creation. And obviously, if you're talking to people about their relationship with money, then you're going to talk about the past, the present, and the future of money. Future of money, we're talking about digital money, decentralized digital money, aka cryptocurrency. And so at the time when I started learning about Bitcoin, it was a time when I was absolutely clueless as to how I could buy Bitcoin. Because it was very convoluted to do so at the time. But it intrigued me. And then I started learning and hearing about blockchain technology. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I actually feel more aligned to blockchain. And I think it's because it spoke to the entrepreneur in me.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, crypto, I love crypto. Of course, I love crypto. I love the independence, the anonymity, the premise behind it, particularly Bitcoin. Many people are unaware that Bitcoin came into being or was started off the back of the 2008 financial crisis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a group of people came together and it was like, why do these financiers and bankers have so much power over the global financial system? How do we take the power back? And that's how Bitcoin came to being. So, with that being said, I love what Bitcoin stands for. I love what the crypto market stands for. Yes, there's a lot of opportunistic people in there, but at the end of the day, those opportunistic people are also revolutionaries and evolutionaries because they help to progress the market. They show us what not to do rather than what to do, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but the truth of the matter is, my passion is really about social impact and how blockchain technology can help to create social impact, particularly in the area of financial inclusion. That speaks to my spirit, that speaks to my soul. So, have I bought crypto? Yes. Have I been burnt by crypto? Have I lost crypto? Have I gained from crypto? Do I love crypto? Yes, to all of those. So it's a journey, as Seller says, it's a journey. And then off learning about blockchain, I worked in blockchain for a number of years, and then I left the company I was working with, and I wanted to do something in the space, but the question really was what, because I doubted what I could bring to the table. I'm not a coder, I'm not technical, but someone who is technical said to me, Lavinia, this industry is growing. We need people like you, business-minded people like you, to help, to mentor, to teach, to educate, because back-end people are not necessarily the best people at teaching. We have our own language, we have our own ways. And she gave me the confidence to step into my power, to just believe in myself, um, and start Women in Blockchain Talks. And September will be 2 years. And so much has happened. And just recently, Monday just gone, we launched a inclusivity and diversity campaign. So it's all about bringing 50,000 more women into blockchain. And we're talking, when I say 50,000 more women, it's professional women who've heard about blockchain but don't know enough about it, or have never heard of it, but are looking for an opportunity. Because sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And so Women in Blockchain Talks is female-led, female-focused, open to all genders, and it is an award-winning educational and blockchain educational and events networking platform, ultimately. And we have a podcast, we have a newsletter, we have a blogging program. So it's all about shining a light on dynamic women and helping to close the gender gap as well.
I love that. And I am such an advocate of helping women get into this space. We've had several guests on in the past as well who have focused on helping women in, just because, it can be challenging connecting with the right people that will help you feel comfortable enough to ask the questions you need to ask and get the information you need to get. So I love that. So I have the link for your campaign. I'm definitely going to post it here beneath the Facebook Live, because I do want to encourage everyone to get involved in this campaign. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. Lavinia has been bringing so much to this space for such a long time. And, such a long time is not, in in conventional years, but in crypto tech years, it's a long time. So thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much. So I see your passion. I know what you're about. But how has what you're doing and what you've undertaken, do you feel it's changed your life? And if so, how?
Oh yeah. I mean, come on. When you're living on purpose, it's empowering, it is
Mhm,
empowering. And to know that I'm making a difference in people's lives, that makes a difference to me. It gives me purpose. And I think more than having a super well paying job, having a purpose in your life, it just it makes you want to get up in the morning, and it's not easy being an entrepreneur. It's not easy having the vision, but I'm very, I have a relationship with God. I love my God. I'm a Christian. I was brought up as a Christian.
mhm,
Um, and for me, the fact that I have the vision has been planted in me. Where does it come from? I go to sleep, I wake up in the morning, it's like, where does that come from,
mhm,
So I think if I've been blessed to have that vision and I'm more than able to execute the vision, then why not, And community and uplifting women for me is so important. Why? I was brought up by a single parent mother. Um, my mom came to London. I was born in Nottingham. Think of Robin Hood. And I my mom left my twin and I to come to London, and we was brought up by my grandmother, and then we had aunties. So I was brought up by a tribe of women, strong black women who had to face many challenges, but they found ways to be resourceful, sew, cook, bake.
mhm,
I'm from a Caribbean background, and I'm very proud to be British, and I'm very, very, very proud to be Caribbean,
mhm,
And so I saw these women, these mighty women, be so resourceful under so much pressure and under so much constant social negatives, barriers.
mhm,
And so, you know, when I went into financial education, I went into it because I basically lost everything I'd gained because of the 2008 financial crash. I was the first one in my family to go to university, to live abroad, to work in the city. I was the first, and so I was becoming the first to come out of what some people would class as poverty. You know,
mhm,
acquiring assets. And so the 2008 wiped me clean. And so I started learning about financial education. And it was like, why are we not taught this at school?
exactly.
So my passion became, if my grandma, my auntie, and my mum knew this, where could they have been? And
Mhm,
so my passion was to help people in my community, people who I grew up looking like me, to help them. But of course, we live in a The UK is very multicultural, London. And, you know, at the end of the day, let me tell you, as a woman, we have to just go through so many things, be it black, white, Arab, whatever. And so at the end of the day, the data speaks for itself. Most women will retire in poverty. What can we do about that? And so that's how I kind of got on that educational line, and it's brought me to blockchain, and I'm now able to utilize what I learned in as a financial well-being money mindfulness coach and bring it into blockchain, you know. um, so that's how it's changed my life, because I'm able to bring all of these things in and just uplift women within this space and add to it from the space I was in before, so merge it basically.
Excellent. So you're able to adapt your knowledge and then use it in the area of blockchain and how that can help you with your ultimate goal, which is to uplift and empower women financially. That's fantastic. And we're definitely on the same page because this is where we are right now. You know, there are a lot of different things that are happening. We were just saying how everything's happening so fast, sometimes it makes your head spin, but we still can't forget the people who don't know.
Yeah,
A lot of people just don't know. And
yeah.
we want to make this as easy a process and as accessible to them as possible. So that this is where we are. So again, tell us how we can find out about the campaign. Again, I'm going to post it, but what's the link for the campaign?
So the campaign is campaign, the word campaign dot womeninblockchaintalks.com. And the campaign came about because ultimately, how do you get the word out? You know, at the end of the day, Women in Blockchain Talks is doing bits. We're doing positive things. But what a campaign does, an idea kind of came to me from International Women's Day, to be
Okay.
quite honest. You
Mhm.
know, and it's just the campaign is powered by a quiz. There's different avatars because I want people who are coming into the space. If Women in Blockchain Talks is gonna, or the campaign, the quiz is gonna be the first thing that they know about blockchain. I want it to be fun, uplifting. I want it to be an easier barrier to in entry. I want them not to feel overwhelmed. I want them to feel excited and like, oh, this is interesting. And if not excited, at least intrigued. And then within the campaign, you know, we're going to be launching a job board. One of the questions I keep seeing is, where are the women? Where can I find women developers? Where can I find women? We want more inclusivity. We want more diversity. You know, I'm asking for more diversity, inclusivity in women, but I'm not getting them. Where are they? So the job board will be a place where women can feel safe and confident to put their CVs, knowing that this is going to be a place where people are going to actually be looking for you, and for employers, recruiters, if they're looking for that, come here, come to this job board to find women. Well, also, I'm going to be launching a global leadership program, because, you know, sometimes people don't necessarily want a job, but they want to lead. They want to do something. They've got something to say.
Mhm.
And so I want to create Women in Blockchain Talks global chapters. So that's something that will be coming. But, you know, you need to have a level of leadership. This is not about, I want to do it. Anybody can do it. You've got to have a certain level,
Mhm.
um, certain, I need to tick boxes need to be ticked, basically.
Right, right.
Boxes need to be ticked. So the campaign is not just about a quiz. The campaign is encompassing and encapsulating many areas, and that's the reason why it's going to be over 2 years, because there's a lot of work to be done and many women to be uplifted so they can get the job done. Because there's only one of me, you know, and that could also mean us collaborating and us doing things together. Who knows what that looks like? It's only via conversations one can really know.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about the job board. So is it something, just for the viewers, is it something that you can partake in and participate in globally, or do you find it's going to be more area specific?
Globally. So of course the area is niche, it's blockchain. So there'll be technical, non-technical jobs. So those who are interested in technical, then of course they would put their jobs in that area. And those who are non-technical, they'll put their jobs in that area. Because, you know, blockchain is growing and there's so many jobs out there, and people are looking for product, UX, UI, business developers, marketers, PR, you know. So
Mhm.
this is a place where women can pivot their career, and it's still so new. As long as you're just willing to learn about the technology and the industry, then you could take a piece of the pie, so to speak.
Absolutely. Thank you for saying that. So if you are a woman and you are looking for a way to pivot, as Lavinia said, you may not be thrilled with what you're currently doing. This could be a good opportunity for you to get into the crypto and blockchain space to get a very lucrative position. And that's just reality. This is, again, a relatively new field, very new field. And there are companies and organizations that are looking for people with this knowledge and with these skills. So look into that. Stay connected to Women in Blockchain Talks so that when that board is there and up and ready, that you're ready to dive in and put your information out there. And don't feel like because you're in a certain place that you'll be limited, because these companies will hire people everywhere. Because how many of us have been working from home for the past year anyway,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So don't feel limited. Don't feel like if you have to look up the street to get a job, you guys just come out of your box, make yourself available, look to learn something new, be willing to put in the work because the
Mhm.
opportunities are there.
Exactly. And this is the thing, at the end of the day, you might not get something straight away, but you keep working on yourself. You
Mhm.
make yourself employable. And that's the reason why we have the Women in Blockchain Talks free community. We have a paid membership. We've got, some great speakers coming in. Some of you may have heard of a Grammy Award winner, Imogen Heap. She's coming into the community to speak on the 24th. The membership. So, we have our flagship event on the 26th of May. We have a networking event on this coming Sunday, which is the 23rd of May. So at the end of the day, it's not a case that you have to take the campaign to be involved with Women in Blockchain Talks. We've been doing the community, the flagship events, the networking events before the launch of the campaign. The campaign is just there. You may know people, professional women, who are thinking like, my also, the pandemic has hurt more women than it has men. One, because women have had to take on the bulk of looking after the household, the children, jobs, low paying jobs have gone. Some industries have been wiped out. And so there may be someone that who's like, well, what am I going to do now? Maybe blockchain is the way forward for them, but they need to first look at the industry, and it is tech, but don't let the tech scare you. We are more than capable of learning something new.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we use the internet every day. That is tech. It's tech, right?
True, right.
And a number of people ask me, well, what's the difference between crypto and blockchain? Well, this is an analogy for any of you who are wondering that yourself right now. I use the analogy that you have the internet and you have email. Email is not the internet, and the internet is not the email.
Right.
So crypto is not blockchain, and blockchain is not crypto. But you need crypto, you need blockchain to have crypto. You need the internet to have email. So that's a great way to simplify it and show you. So it's not just about crypto, there's blockchain. And if you look at blockchain, within that, you've got supply chain, you've got NFTs, tokenization, stable coins. I mean, it's just massive. And also,
Sure.
if you feel like there isn't a place for you, you could create something. You could create something. You be the hirer. You be the one giving the opportunities, you know?
Also true. That is a great analogy. I will be using that going forward. I'm just letting you know now. All right, so this has been fantastic, Lavinia. So before we let you go, because it's late there, we don't want to keep you too long. What would you like to share with our viewers and just kind of wrap up everything that we've talked about today?
Don't get in your own way. Please stop it. As women, we get in our own way. And as Stella said it herself, don't think, oh, because the job is not up the road, or I don't have this skill, that or that skill set, I can't do this. I can't. Put your best step forward. Do some research, of course. Get a little bit of education. But do not get in your own way. Let's stop getting in our own way. You know, Again, I'm a Christian. The devil is a liar. Don't let other people tell you what you can and cannot be.
Mhm.
You speak to yourself and tell yourself what you can be. Blockchain is so new, as Ansela said. stake your position, carve your position, take your position and own it. Own yourself, please. I'm tired of hearing women saying they can't. I want to hear that they can. And I am, you know? So that's what I want to end with.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's powerful. And I'm hoping that if you're watching us live, thank you for joining. And please share this out. I think this is such a fantastic opportunity for people, specifically women who are looking for something. And remember, this could be anywhere in the world that you know someone. This could also be the young people who are coming out now, coming out of school. Maybe, you know, what they studied isn't yielding the results they wanted. They can also learn this. And there's so much information available. I take free courses all the time.
Mm,
So look into those courses, see how you can learn something for free. And then that might just be a nice start for you. Oh, you love it. Then you can go and invest more time, perhaps more money to become more proficient at it. But the point is just to start. So thank you so much for that. Thank you again for being with us today. We really appreciate it. I look forward to us talking again in the future so that we can look at some possibilities,
mm-hmm.
things that we can
Definitely.
do together. Absolutely. So you have a great night. Thanks everybody for joining Crypto Journeys, the series where everyone's journey is different, but crypto can be for everyone. Everybody take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Lavinia.